Happy New Year. This is Lori with Business Resource Partners. So sorry for the delay, but I had another client come in the office that needed some personal one-on-one training. Just to let you know, anytime you might need that same kind of personalized attention, give us a call here at Business Resource Partners. We would be happy to do the very same for you. But today, instead of doing one-on-one, we're going to teach everybody some tips and tricks on how to get your invoice personalized for your company. So we're going to jump right in. We should have our sample, our sample construction company is up. And we tried to do this last week, but everybody was on holiday break, including my computer, I think. So let's get a quick look at what Sample Rock's construction current invoice looks like. We'll pull up an invoice. And as everybody knows, there's many different ways to navigate through QuickBooks. I use the toolbar here. Brings us right up to it. And we have to put a customer name in. See what we can find. Well, Mr. Kirby Freeman. And it defaulted to a date. And let's put in a service. We just want to see what this guy looks like right now. Okay, we got the same problem, Mason. Oh, here we go. Sorry. We have a little delay. Blueprint. I'm going to charge him $50 for some blueprints. All right, so let's see what this is going to look like. We're going to do print. Instead of printing it, we're just going to do a quick preview. So here we go. Rock Castle's construction invoice is pretty unimaginative. We don't have any logo. We just say invoice, date, terms, due date, project, if there's a project included. So we want to close this out, and we're going to see what we can do to make this a little more personalized. We've got some technical stuff going on in the background for a minute.
Just trying to make it so they can see the default invoice.
Is it not showing up?
It is.
Oh.
Now I just have to play around with their settings here.
So, and while we're waiting, you see we have a bill to and a ship to here. In this particular case, our bill to is the same. We can create a bill to, which maybe would be the parent company, and the ship to would be the job, or a subsidiary, or I just saw a mouse run across my screen. So if you need to have two different, say in this case, the construction company and the job itself, which might be the Smith family, so you can have the ship to, we need to ship it to their house, but we're going to bill it to, in this case, the construction company and Can I close out the invoice yet?
No. Make sure you're muted over here. Okay.
All right, so we're going to close out this invoice, and we're not going to record it. And typically, you're going to see the home screen, not the accountant screen. So start by creating an invoice, or go to Customers, Create Invoice, or on the toolbar. So I like to go here. So let's go into formatting so we can manage our templates, we can customize the data layout, we can download templates, there are some online, or we'll customize our design. Just got it right here. Add a professional look. Yay.
I need to add a new screen again. Okay, you're good. It was just taking its time showing up.
Okay. So these are some that are processed by QuickBooks or Intuit. If you want to use one of the ones that they have already done, if you like their color palettes, plenty to choose from. I personally do not suggest using an invoice that has a lot of color. Your customers, if they have to print them out, are not going to thank you if they have a lot of ink that they need to print because you've chosen something all funky and snazzy. So just something to think about. Personally, our invoice is no graphics. It's just does have our logo and complementary colors and the lines other than that. But you can see we have a dentist here. We have a chiropractic or a physician here if you want to go something that is, you know, can't, or we can go up on and do our own. So we're going to do our own today. So I can give you some ideas. Close out of this. And so we're going to manage the templates. Maybe.
Nope. Showed up on my side.
Oh, show it on the other screen. One moment, please. Okay, awesome. So we have templates that are already set up. Progress invoices is something that's very specific to the construction industry, and you do have to have a Premier version. We're just going to work on a regular, standard, everyday invoice. So, the first thing is using a logo. We're going to select the logo. You'll have to have your logo somewhere where it's easy to find. In this case, there isn't one here, so we'll go to our libraries. See if we have anything in here we can use. Doesn't look like it. I forgot to have this set up.
Oh, you added another screen again?
No.
Well,
Oh, maybe I did. Is that why I can't see them?
that's why I can't see them. Maybe at least.
Oh, no, leave it. No, leave it alone. Here it is. This is the one image I wanted to use.
Yeah, the images weren't showing. What you were trying to find weren't showing up on my side.
Okay. So there's the image. I just used the QuickBooks logo. We have some options of where we put that. And we also have some options on how big and small. But let's go through this page before we move on. So we selected our logo. We're going to apply a color scheme. And we're going to go with green because we've got our green QuickBooks logo. And apply. Turns all your lines green. Lovely, right? Change the font. So let's say we want the company name. We have different fonts and different sizes. And that changed, that changed the title, which is your invoice on this one. So in company name, we're going to change the font to, what do you think? Let's go with stencil. And bold, 14. Okay.
Let's use the mouse real quick.
So now you see we've changed the font, but we have some overlapping. So we're going to have to work on that. And if you look down, beyond, we have company and transaction information. What do you want? Do you want to show your company name? You want to show your address, phone number, email? All those items are set up in your company folder. And if you want to see them, we can click on it and it will show up. But as you can see, it's kind of out there in the middle of nowhere land. We're going to have to fix this. And then do you want to put on your invoice if it's past due? And you print your status stamps, it will say paid, pending, received, void, etc. So, okay, so we have everything we want to show on the invoice. Now we're going to do away with the fax number because we just don't use that very often. And we're going to use the web address. We have a lot of duplicates over here. So now we go into our layout designer. So now our layout designer is where we really customize as soon as it comes back to my screen. Awesome. Where we really customize how this thing is going to look. So we have, in this case, we are showing the envelope window. So if you're using a envelope window and you want to know that everything's going to fit in your envelope, that's where we want to do that. And you see each block we can highlight. These are blocks that we can move and change and do. So first thing we want to do is make this Rock Castle construction actually seeable and move. Here we go. And we want our corporate logo maybe to be a little bit bigger so it'll show. We don't need the, what do you think? Does that work good for you?
Looks good to me.
Looks good to me. Just something to play with. Ship to address, maybe you're not going to have a ship to address. We just want to delete that. So we're highlight the ship to and delete. And the sample, delete, gone. One thing I like to do is get rid of lines. What if I don't want a border all the way around? So we hit our properties, border. Where do we want the border? Top right bound, none. Well, let's switch it up. Let's go for a double border with rounded corners. Now we just got this column highlighted. So we want the rest to look like that, and without having to go through all those steps, we can copy, 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 and copy that format. Check it out. We just instantly switched everything to those nice rounded corners. Double. Now, did you notice that also changed my font here? It was a bold and maybe I don't want to do that. I changed my mind. Control Z will correct what you just did. Let's in format. Control Z and it get rid of that one. So instead of changing the font, I just want to, I can change the name of that too. I'm going to change the border and let's just do no borders. It didn't work. Let's try it again. Oh, still showing up. Let's see. Let's copy that. Oh, so they're not green anymore, they're black. So I'll show you. We're going to save that. Now let's preview. So you can see my rounded corners, no borders here. We still have some more challenges, but you can see how quickly and easily you can make everything look the same. So go back to format, manage that template. That's the one we're working on. Okay. And what else do we need to change? Well, obviously we need to change the payments and the balance due. We have this line, memo line here. So we have some more things to work on. I don't like this in the middle of the page. How about you? Let's go back to our layout designer. I need my picture to come back, please.
I guess you can edit it.
All right. So I need this to come over here because it looks icky where it is, right? So we're just like in Word, drag and drop. We're going to put, I don't think I need a project. We're going to get rid of the project altogether. And just highlight, whoop, only amount. Whoop, that we want an amount. All right, so now let's move the due date. We're all whacked out, aren't we? And terms. Now I noticed that we had some more things that were not where we want them to be. So I'm going to get rid of these borders. Here's a quick cheat. Make the border white and it goes away. So we'll copy that format, copy, copy.
You didn't click copy.
I guess I didn't. Let's try that again. Copy, format. There we go. Now we have a problem though. We lost the top of that, didn't we? So that probably didn't work out so good. So Control Z, Control Z. Oops. Got it in format. All right, so we need to move this box a little bit because it's not quite fitting in our envelope. And there's our bill 2 over here. Maybe we don't even need bill 2. So there's some brief outlines of some ways you can change the formatting on your, also you can add a data field.
It's on my screen.
And coming back. So what if we want to add an account number? You have something pre-addressed as account, or pre-listed as account number. You have a sales rep you want to add. These are things that are going to come over from the data that's already in QuickBooks. So let's do job total balance. So it needs to come over here. And maybe we want that to be that instead of. And so we're going to get rid of this. This is a long text you might want to add. We don't want that. We're going to just put our phone number in and our fax. Actually, I didn't want that. I changed my mind about fax. Phone, email, and website. We're going to make the website, whoops, I grabbed the wrong one. Let's try this one. We're going to make the website the same length as these guys because our website is a long name. And we need this balance to come back here. So just some fun things you can do. You can add an image. So maybe we want to add a watermark, like some of those. And we're going to put it in the middle of our, and it's going to fall behind all the other stuff. If you have it set up as a watermark, then you can use it as a watermark side, or maybe you want to put it down in the bottom corner. So this is a construction company. Maybe they want to put a hammer. So there's just some brief ideas of things that you can do to customize your invoice. If you don't want a unit of measure, let's go ahead and get rid of this column totally. It doesn't want you to get rid of it. Oh. All right, let's go back to our additional customization. This will decide what columns that you actually have. So we have description, quantity, unit measure, rate, and amount. We don't want a column that says unit of measure. Thank you. We can have it on our screen. There we go, and it goes away. Maybe we don't need, maybe we need to add. So these are, okay, so other is something you can add that is your own. And we're going to add, and this is the order, so it's going to be, and we're going to call, now right now it's blank. So we're going to call it your choice. Perfect. And maybe, so there's so many different ways that you can make this look yourself. Progress columns, or if you're doing progress invoicing, which is again only on a QuickBooks Premier version. Footer, if you want to put a place for a customer to sign an actual paper invoice, you can add that. So you want to put it here. So it wants to know where to put that. And we say, this is your signature line. How's that? Now it's telling us it's going to be overlapping something. So we'll need to move it. Go back to the layout. Here it comes back again. This is your signature line. There we go. Gives me a big block. I've had people actually use this to do their simple contract. They can actually type a Word, copy and paste from Word, and put all kinds of goodies in there. So that's a quick overview of some simple things that you can do to make your invoice specifically yours. We might want to even change that font color. There's many. What do you want to do? If you can't figure it out, give us a call. We'll help you. We can, oh yeah. So what if we want to center this? Everything has pretty simple, easy ways to go. So I'm going to let you go now. And again, I want to say Happy New Year. We hope that you have a wonderful new year, very prosperous new year. We're here at Business Resource Partners to help you in any way that we can, whether it be with customizing your QuickBooks, teaching you how to use it, cleaning it up. Our IT department is always available to help you. We have payroll. We're busy right now getting all of our payroll W-2s done. 1099s are due by the end of the month. We can help with that. We are your Business Resource Partners, and we hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.